Okay, next you're going to see the results of actually part of a Google Hangout we did recently, where we had 9 people. You're going to see the answers, how we helped 9 people, solve their financial problems with just giving them a website. It's great. So you can see the answers and everything of the questions. Like one wanted to pay off their student loans, okay? Show you where the answer is this. Or somebody needed $25,000, $35,000 to start a food truck. Or how about fix up a roof? This is what somebody else needed money for. Or tuition for their 2 sons. Or help pay their mortgage. They couldn't pay their mortgage anymore. Or it was an interesting question, and you'll see the answer to this too. A tattoo artist was looking for money. Or somebody wanted to publish a book. And where do you get money for that? Okay. Or a person who was on SSI and they needed extra living money. And we'll show you how to get all that too. Or here's a neat one, the best tricks for crowdfunding, so you can get free money to do anything on the internet. So watch this. And actually, then sign up for the next Google Hangout if you go to our website, or actually just go to YouTube, youtube.com/MatthewLesko70 and make sure you know about the next one. But watch these answers, they're fun. I have some questions here that people wrote in earlier. There's a gentleman, and by the way, I'll have that link for the Nobel Peace Prize. It's AM Turning, TURNING .AMC, which is Association Computer Machinery.org, okay? Or if you Google AM Turner, Association Computer Machinery, $1 million, you'll find it that way too. Okay, now let's solve some problems. Okay, here's a fella. His handle that I got on the Hangout is CFAVREAU. So if you're there in the crowd, I'm answering your question. You want to pay off your student debt. You're not alone. A lot of people are, messed up with this stuff. And it is, now there's more student debt than there is credit card debt. It's a terrible problem. And that's why Obama's really working on this by not having kids going into debt. You go for free for 2 years. I think all higher education will be free, but that's another issue. Okay, what do you do? Okay, if you're in debt, to me, the first thing you do is you don't Google student debt, because you're going to get all these people who want to sell you something. Hey, we'll save your money. We'll save the world. We'll make you go on a cruise. I mean, they promise you all kinds of crap because they want to be your best friends. So you give them their loan and they're going to make money at it. Because anybody who's on the internet helping you, if they're not a government or nonprofit, they have to make money from you in order to stay there. So there are government programs, and what a lot of these people are doing is just put you into a government program that you can find out yourself. Look at that eyebrow of mine. My gosh, I need a trim. But I use it for a rainy day. It keeps my glasses dry. There are government programs that a lot of these people are selling you help with your debt that you could do without them and solve a lot of that problem. Okay, now how do you find them? Okay, here's the kind of thing. You could only have to pay. There's a new program that lets you pay only 10% of your income. Okay, so that's only 10% of your income you have to pay. Okay, and if you don't pay it off in a certain amount of time, they forgive you all the money. Or if you're really hurting, you have some problem, a unique problem, and you can't pay, then they'll say, okay, postpone. Don't worry, no penalty or anything. So how do you find out about that? Okay. Don't go to these people selling you stuff. Anybody selling you money, they're going to make money. Go to consumerfinance.gov. Consumerfinance.gov. And then in their search, that searches just their database, put in repay student debt. Repay student debt. So you go to consumerfinance.gov, repay student debt. And that will tell you who to call, what your requirements are, how to do it. Everything you need to know is there. And also, I'll send you a link to a video we did. If you go to youtube.com/MatthewLesko70, you'll see the video that we did, and we have 3 or 4 videos we on student debt, and in the notes for this video, I will have all these links. You don't have to pay a penny, and you can find out and help yourself. The name of the game is helping yourself. Nobody's going to help you in the long run anyway. So you got to do it yourself, right? All you need is a little help and guidance so you can get there and do it yourself. Because we don't know. I mean, the problem with that, this is why I wear the question I suit. We don't know the questions to ask. Would you know to ask, hey, can I get rid of all my student debt? Yes, if you know the system and know where to go. That's what you have to do. That's what it's all about. Okay, now here's another question we got. It's TORTOISEQ. This is the handle. I guess tortoise, tortoise, whatever it is. TORTOISE. If you're watching or listening or whatever, this is for you. She or he needed money to start a food truck. That's another big business in our country. Is food trucks. Now, I mean, to start a restaurant, you'd have to have a $500,000, $1 million. That's a, I hear people talking about, no, you don't need that. You start a food truck. And also, if you have a food truck at a restaurant, you have to be there almost 24/7. A food truck, no, you drive it, go somewhere else, you go home. So you're more control of your life, it seems, having a food truck business than you have a restaurant business. Now, he's looking for like $25,000, $30,000 for this, okay? I have 2 sources. I have a video of a woman who got financing for a fashion truck, okay? Now, she had another truck business, and she got a low-interest loan. And actually, this is from an organization where they only give it to people who don't have money. These are loans for people who don't have money. Most banks, you go to the bank and you have to be someone who doesn't need money, right? to get a loan. No, this is for people who don't have money. Okay, I'll have the link to that, and the YouTube video is a woman gets $5,000 for a fashion truck. So if you go to youtube.com/MatthewLesko70. Also, I'm going to put another video. I interviewed this fella who helps people start food trucks, the financing, the marketing, everything. This is also a place I think you'll get a lot of good ideas about how to start and finance a food truck. We covered this in the interview, and I'll have that there. And remember, the other thing you want to do is contact your local economic development office. That's the people who want businesses to grow in your area. And how do you find them? Call your congressman, okay? That votesmart.org, and you're looking for your local economic development office. I got some more things here, but we're running out of time, so let's see who we got here. What is the best way to get a crowdfunding campaign to really make it work successfully? Okay, here's a video I'm going to put up soon, and here's the magic, okay? 2 things. You got to work on your list first. You have to get people interested in what you're doing. If you put up a campaign and have no list to send anything to, then that's a lot. I mean, it happens, but very rarely. But here's another trick. So that's working on your list. People who might be interested. You spend some time because it's too late. By the time you start the engines on the campaign, it's too late to develop a list. Okay, so you got to develop all that list first. Whether it's people in the media or other blogs that would be interested in that. You want to get that all for individuals, maybe groups, hangouts, or whatever that may be interested in. Like you want to raise money for a food truck. You want to look at people who are interested in food and restaurant business and everything like that, who may be able to contribute for you. Now, here's another secret thing that's really cool is, and I have a video coming up on this soon, you start your campaign. The best time is Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the best time to start a campaign. And it's true. I mean, the people who go through this, because see, what you're trying to do, if you started on Monday, everybody's busy, and they get an email about it. I got too many things to do. By the time Tuesday, they want to screw off a little, right? And they're looking, chat with friends. Oh, look at this thing, and this guy wants money to get a food truck or whatever. Hey, did you see this? Yeah, and their time to do. Also,
See, Tuesday is a good day. Then you have some time to build. If you're doing Thursday or Friday, it's the weekend, you know, and that wave can't start. So Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's the thing. And also go to, you know, Kickstarter has the biggest traffic, but you have to learn it yourself. I mean, another way to do it is use one of the other, because there's 1,000 websites that will help you. Use one of the smaller ones that'll help you hold your hand more. Because don't forget, any of these things, if you fail, it doesn't matter. You lose absolutely nothing, and then you try again. So sometimes it's better to go somewhere where you get your hand hold more and try it. And even if you fail, yeah, do it again. Okay, let's see, Matt, are there people that can be trusted with invention ideas? I get amazing ideas that end up going nowhere because they're too big to implement my own, and I have no outlet to make them happen. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to find, but here's what you could do. You could protect an idea without anything by just protecting the idea for like a year for, I think it's like 50, 60 bucks, you know. And I have a video on that, how to do this. Fellow who helps inventors like that. It costs nothing. So if you really think it's cool, you know, you could protect it like that, 50 bucks. And then I have to check exactly the price, but it's in that kind of neighborhood. And then you could go to your, what's called this business development center, small business development center. If you call 211, wherever you live, we have 1,000 or 2,000 small business development centers that are just there if you start any kind of business. And what they will help you do is find organizations that may be interested in that idea. Teach you how to do the research, what tools are available to find those people or whatever. And then it becomes knocking on the doors game. Most of business, most of life is always knocking on the doors game. But you have to be organized in finding the doors, where they are, where's the most likely, and start learning that way, okay? So, and the Business Development Center will also show you how to protect your idea. Don't go to an invention company. Forget them. They're just going to get 10 grand from you, and you're going to wind up with nothing. You go to the Business Development Center, and they'll even help you show you how to protect your idea for, you know, next to nothing, and help you find potential people that partner with. Okay, are there any people, can we try? Okay. I am on SSI disability and need money to fix my roof and interior of my house. Where do I find that? I live in Iowa. Well, Department of Agriculture has a grant program for people to fix up their house, okay? So if you call your county cooperative extension service, okay, if you just call the operator or Google whatever county you're in Iowa and put county cooperative extension service and tell them you're looking for the fix-up money. It's grants and or loans, but depending on your income, it can be a grant. Now, the other place you want to do is your state housing authority. Every state has money to buy homes, fix up homes, things like that. So call your information operator in your state capital of Iowa. I don't know offhand, I forget. And you're looking for your state housing authority. You could Google State Housing Authority Iowa and check them out. Talk to somebody though. Just don't read their, you know, read the stuff online and you don't see it, doesn't matter. Talk to somebody because they're the place, because if they don't have one, they would know somebody who might have one, and that's what you want to do. Okay, so that's, we did that one. Invention we did. Okay. Tamayo. Hi, we tried to get the college tuition for 2 sons and we tried to website you show us, but no response. When also we tried to get help for mortgage. Any advice? Okay, college tuition. That's complicated. I don't know if your kids are in college now or they're about to or whatever. See, it all depends. But no matter what, there's one place that a lot of people forget. I think it's the biggest opportunity in this kind of stuff, is that every state capital has tuition money for grants, scholarships, and whatever for people living in that state. Make sure you contact that. Call up your state elected official. That means somebody who represents you at the state capitol. If you don't know, contact your librarian or call 211. They could help you. But that's a source, to do. And actually, where they're going to school, you have to make a visit to the financial aid office of that school. All schools have money to give to people, and they want to keep their students. So I mean, most tuitions are half price. I mean, I'm going to do a video on this soon. I mean, nobody pays full price because they have so much money to give out to people, but you have to bang. It's banging on doors, and they're the two biggest doors to bang on. Okay, mortgage. Yes, there is mortgage money if you have trouble paying your mortgage, okay? The housing authority will know about it in your state capital. Because a lot of this money is from state governments, it's from nonprofit organizations. How do you find out? 211, the HUD counseling offices. If you Google now HUD, H-U-D, and then counseling offices, you will find, and make sure it's a HUD.gov site, HUD.gov, and you're looking for housing counseling. These are the people help you and make sure that you can pay your mortgage and help you do that. Okay, so that's mortgage and kids. Do tattoo artists count? I don't know. It depends on the tattoo. Some have science degrees and they could count very well. Some have math degrees and things like are good at counting. I got a chuckle out of my son. Sure, you're a legitimate business. It doesn't matter. If you have a business, no matter what it is. I mean, I've seen where the government financed porno shops on 42nd Street, right, through the SBA, and it was through the SBA venture capital program, right? So you're more legitimate than that, at least in my mind. So yes, now how do you do that? It's really through that economic development office. You get help. I mean, I have great videos on that. Show you all the help that is available on for any kind of marketing help, financial help, getting government contracts. I mean, maybe people want tattoos who work for the government. They'll pay you to do that. So the answer is yes. Somebody said, thank you for the answer. Okay. I want to publish a book. Who do I get in to get free money to do it? Okay, publishing a book. There are two websites I think are great. I will give you the websites. I will websites for book publishing. I forget them offhand. And you are Francis, that's right. Is that where we are? Yeah, okay. So that's for Francis, FRANCIS362003. I'm going to put the links to videos we have of the two websites that help you do that. There are two crowdfunding sites now that I think are the best place to go there. I mean, traditionally, like when I was writing books, you found a literary agent, and there are books in the library that give all the literary agents. You contact each one of those. They're the people that sell to publishers. But now publishing is so different. And the better way is to go through crowdfunding because it costs nothing. It's all right here. It's like an Airbnb for people who want to write books. And I will get you them. And beat on me. If you don't see it, you could just email me at leskofreeradio@gmail.com. leskofreeradio@gmail.com. I'll send you the two interviews we have with those people, and they're good folks too. As someone on SSI, pay for living expenses when we can get help and get out of a rut. Well, yes, you're on SSI, then you have to look for other programs. I mean, the programs, I mean, that's just one program, SSI. So now you have low income. So like, how do you pay for other things? Are you taking prescription drugs? Well, there's programs that will help you pay for your prescription drugs? How about your utility bills and electric bills? Other programs that pay for that. A good place to start, I hope you know about your community action agency. Community action agency. Local, if you Google community action agency and look for a directory or local office, but local office, community action agency, you'll find the local office for you. They're the people that really are paid by the government to help people who have lower income figure things out and solve economic problems like that. So they're getting grants to help you. See, I have to get paid, but make sure you touch base there, and really check around our site. I mean, it's learning alternatives. I mean, it's things you want to do something. There's so many jobs now that you can do even with a disability. You don't have to go out. I mean, I don't go out. I do my stuff, you know. So even with transportation and all this kind of stuff, I mean, there's so many ways. I have a video here of like 50 ways, you know, you can make money here. Like Mechanical Turk. Have you ever heard that? Mechanical Turk is a way. I mean, you're not going to make a zillion dollars, but it's an Amazon product that gives little jobs to people all online. So if you know how to use the internet or know how to type on a keyboard, that's all you have to do. There's jobs like that. Mechanical Turk. So there's other ways to get money. Crazy Eagle from Frisco, Texas. Oh, maybe I'll have a question. Chip, what was the best way to get a crowdfunding campaign to really make it work successfully? Hi, Chip. Chip's a great guy. He had a great campaign. I interviewed him. He has this great thing that you put this, like, it's a poster on the wall that lights up as the night sky when you turn the lights off in your room. You know, think of what all kids will do that. And he's trying to figure out the campaign. What's neat about Chip too, he has a disability that he just got, a Tourette syndrome kind of thing that he sounds like he's a football player. He's saying hut, 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 hut all the time. And he's just charging through, trying to figure out life like the rest of us, even with a disability. And so it's trying more. I mean, and I know he's tried a thing or two. Try other websites. And I think, Chip, I don't know if you heard earlier, we talked about, you know, you got to compile that list ahead of time, you know, before you run the campaign. And also, Chip, you know what is that Patreon? We talked about that earlier. That's for artists. That's what you are. Artists that just give you money because you're a cool guy. Look at that. That's Patreon. Patreon. Patreon.com. And Chip's a cool guy. So that's a. Oh, why did I miss that? Now I take some. Okay, now here it is. Good. Okay. A bum off the street. Oh, yeah, they help her. Well, our hour's up, and it was awfully nice. We got through almost everything I wanted to, and then some. And I'm sorry if people didn't find us.